Thank you. I want to thank everybody for coming. Yes, today we're very excited. We had a list of guys that we wanted to go after, and we targeted those guys, and we got every guy that on our board that we wanted. We got a lot of guys that played in the Bernard Blackwell game, because one of the things we went back and looked at from last year, we wanted some champions, guys that have been in the state championship game. So that's what we signed. We signed a lot of guys that played in the state championship and won it. So I'm going to let each coach come up and talk about each guy. The one guy I want to talk about, he means a lot to me. It's my son, Brian. Brian is a kid that played receiver. We're excited to have him. We're going to let him play some tight end, and I look forward to coaching him. He probably don't think different about him once I get him out there. But we happy to have him. And I'm going to let Coach Lucas talk about the defense, and we'll go from there.
Good morning. Coach Justin Lucas. I'm the defense coordinator. I'm going to talk a little bit about the defense, and then I'll let my coaches come up and talk about their specific positions. A little bit about our defense. Last year, we lost a lot of production. You know what I mean? Going by and looking at the numbers, I think we lost 95% of our production from last year. So going into the recruiting season, it was a little nerve-wracking for sure. But I think we're going to be a more athletic team on the outside of the ball. We had our theme was length and speed. We're going back, looking at the overview of the defense. We signed 8 guys that played at Bernard Blackwell. We signed 8 guys that won all-state selection. 2 of those guys were the defensive player of the year at their own age. So we signed some really, really talented kids. I'll talk a little bit about the linebackers. The first kid I was talking about is Jaquez Perry. Jaquez Perry is from Grenada High School. He's going to play like that outside linebacker hybrid guy for us. Highly talented kid. He had every JUCO in the state, and also 2 weeks before signing that, he ended up getting a Division I offer from Nicholls State. So that was a little nerve-wracking, but he's a great player. State championship, coming off a state championship at Grenada High School. Highly productive kid. He led the state in sacks. He had 36 sacks in one season. You know what I mean? So to tell you a little bit about that is, our team led the conference in sacks this year, and we had 30 as a team. He had 36 as a player by himself. So he's going to be a game changer when he comes here. Another kid I want to talk about is Alan Dobbs, inside linebacker for us. He's another kid, was all-state selection, right down the road, local guy, Amory kid. Same thing, he had all the offers. He did mid-season tear his ACL, so it's going to be a recovery thing with him. Hopefully by the time he gets there, but looking at his timeline, by the time he gets to about August, I think he'll be full go. But he's going to be a kid, once we get him healthy, he's going to be another game changer type of kid. 6'3", really, really athletic. Like I said, length and speed is what we're going for. Another kid is Austin Mays, kid from Biggersville. As you've seen, a lot of our players, we kind of call it a big to Itawamba connection. You know what I mean? We've been able to go into Biggersville the last 2 years and get some of their top players. And Austin's one of them guys coming off state championship. Really thing about Austin is he's a two-sport athlete. You know what I mean? He's a really, really good baseball player. I don't know, potentially he's going to play baseball. I don't know about that one, but we'll see what that comes. But he's another guy that's a hybrid guy for us. Another kid, Sean Jenkins, inside linebacker. He's from Shannon High School. Another kid, he's more of an outside wheel backer, really, really athletic kid, can run, can cover in the pass game really well. So he's another kid that's going to be a great addition for us. Another kid I want to talk about is Quantarius Dawson. Also, Quantarius is here with us right now in the spring. He was a kid from West Point. They coming off state championship. Quantarius won 5A Defensive Player of the Year. Really, really athletic kid. He was one of them all-star kids, and he actually signed with us in December. He's right now going through the spring with us, so he's going to be a great addition to us. The thing is, man, we want to get winners. You know what I mean? I feel like we established a tradition here, so we want guys that know how to win. Another kid I want to talk about, and he's a kid that we signed 4 of his teammates, is B.T. Thomas. He's an outside linebacker, hybrid kid from Senatobia. He has that position versatility, and that's kind of what we're going to see. If you go watch you watch our guys, a lot of our guys play different positions, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like basketball when it's kind of positionless. Same thing in football, man. Guys got to be able to do a lot of different things now, you know what I mean? Guys just can't be one-dimensional. Guys got to be able to run, they got to be able to tackle, they got to be able to cover. Sometimes they have to walk on the line of scrimmage and go rush the passer. Sometimes they got to play off the ball, play man-to-man. So we got to get guys that can do multiple things on the football field. So I think that's all the linebackers I got. I'm going to let Coach Rod come up here and talk about the defensive line.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
Good morning. How you doing? Well, Robert Hintz, come up here to talk about the defensive line. So for our first one, we have Seth Kidd. He's from Revere, Alabama, and he's also inside interior defensive tackle, elusive and great with hands, explosive off the ball, also is a playmaker, and going to be a game changer for us as well. I have also Michael Ferry from North Panola High School, and he's inside too. He's a nose guard, but he's also explosive, great hands, and moves well off the ball, in and out of the cuts, and also great being when he get off the ball. We have James Carr, defensive end from North Panola as well, and he's a defensive end. He's going to play more so a 4 or a 5 technique, can be elusive with great being off the end position, can handle double teams, and also a great pass rusher. Then you have Nick Owens from Shannon High School, and he's a great big kid, length and playing physical at his point of attack, explosive off the ball, can move very, very well. Then we have Sam Travius Elkins, Senatobia High School. So he's a bigger kid, also going to play the nose guard position. He's explosive off the ball, great with hands, good being to him, and also can move very well sideways, lateral, because that's a defensive tackle position. You got to be able to do both, because you can play from the 0 to the 3 technique. Then you also have a tackle position from Oklahoma, Silas Jones. Silas Jones is also a 6'2" kid, more so of a bigger body, but played versatile positions at Oklahoma. He played on the offensive side, he played running back, also played middle linebacker, but we're going to play him as a defensive tackle here at Edamon. And our last signee, D. Ross, he's going to play defensive tackle, and he's also Grenada High School championship kid, came back this year, and also played nose guard, because he can be a versatile player, explosive off the ball, great hands, can play 2 different positions for us, and be effective on the defensive line. And Coach Moore, he's becoming a DB.
You gonna put the glasses on?
No glare, I want no glare on the video. Good morning, thanks for everybody coming. My name is Kareem Moore. I'm defensive backs and special teams as well. I start off with special teams. I got Roland Lovehern from Oxford, Mississippi. 2-sport athlete, kicker in football, punter as well, but ran track and is a jumper, long jump, high jump. Very explosive guy. You look at him, you don't see it, but long and wiry. Hopefully he can definitely come in and help us out. Fields Carson shoes from last year. Defensive backs, we have Marcus McKeever from West Point, 2-time state champion. Winners, like Coach said, Bernard Blackwell guy as well. Then next guy would be Dylan Johnson from Baldwin, Mississippi. In-district guy, probably one of the better athletes around here, football and basketball. Won a state championship this year. Definitely a game changer, a guy that we was asking to come in and be one of our greatest players. Landon Richardson, another Bernard Blackwell guy as well from Senatobia, Mississippi. Like Coach said, we ended up getting 4 guys from there. Physical, already is built for college, also has a high football IQ. Definitely waiting to see what he can do and help us out. I know Coach said Quintarius Dawson as well, but he's a DB linebacker, hybrid guy, 2-time state champion, Bernard Blackwell guy. Like Coach said, the theme is if you can get a Bernard Blackwell guy, definitely your team is going in the right direction. Looking for big things from him as well. We got D.D. Wells, state championship runner-up guy, Knoxville County, long, wiry, played DB and receiver, plays a little basketball, baseball down there as well. So definitely a great athlete. Just looking for some guys out of the corner with the length and guys that can run. Next one would be Jamarcus Cathy, sort of the same boat as D.D. Wells, long, athletic guy, rangy, physical, already college ready as far as his build. Looking for some great things coming from him as well. Taj McBride, he's from Nettleton, Mississippi. He'll play DB, nickel forwards, two-sport athlete as well. Man, when you see Taj, he doesn't look big, but definitely he plays big. Around about 6 foot, 185, can definitely do it. Jaden Dilworth, gonna play a little corner safety for us as well from Shannon, Mississippi, by way of Nettleton. Just great athlete, speed, football accurate as well, definitely high. Just all those guys were looking to come in and do great things for us, but also we know the type of programs they come from, so just looking forward to it. I think we'll go to the offense now.
You're always pushing yourself. There's no time to rest. You keep moving forward. The only thing better than your last accomplishment is your next.
What's next? What's next?
What's next?
So, Allie, what's next?
I guess we'll see.
Find a bank that's as excited about your future as you are. A bank that asks,
what's next?
Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
We'll go to the offensive side, guys. I'm going to talk a little bit about the skill position. At quarterback, we brought in some guys that's going to be competing. We got 2 of them already here. We also bring in what we call a +5 guy that's going to be coming in to help out with the program. Also at running back, we're returning 2 guys that are already here to play with us. But we did bring some guys that we call a +5, which is in our backyard. He's a local guy. We're excited to have him. We look forward to that. We're going to let Coach Eddie come and talk about the offensive line.
How y'all doing? I'm Coach Eddie Krajewski, offensive line coach. We got 3 offensive linemen that we signed in this class. We got a local kid from Aberdeen, Sumerion McMillan. He's a longer athletic kid, can play both guard and tackle. We see him as a guy who can develop for the future and just bring big things for us. Next guy we signed would be Andrew Owens. He's going to play the interior for us. Looking to probably play some center. He's physical at the point of contact, runs his feet, and finishes every play. And then the last guy we signed would be Camden Selman. He's from Ripley. Bigger guy. Another guy who can probably play both guard and tackle. Physical at the point of contact. And, really just cracking the surface of what his potential could be.
What's going on, everybody? I'm Preston Upshaw. I'm the new receivers coach. I was blessed to walk into a room that was already loaded with talent, bringing back a lot of guys. So I got to be very picky with, the guys that I got to bring in. And, we're bringing in some really great guys to start off with. We're bringing in Trey Garner from Clarksdale. He's an inside receiver. He can do a lot of things well. He's very versatile, explosive, big home run hitter type that can, take a small play and turn it into something big. So we're really excited about getting him on campus. And, part of the room, we also got Chance Bunches. He's my other receiver that we're bringing in. He actually signed with us as basketball, so he's a 2-sport athlete. Very athletic, very explosive. He's 6'5", 200, so he's, very big kid. And can do a lot of things for us. He can be an outside receiver. He can be able to win those one-on-one matchups for us and, be a big playmaker in the red zone type guy. And he's, dual sport athlete, like I said. And he's a 5-time state champion in high jump, which, speaks to his athletic ability. Then we got our tight ends. So we're bringing in Mac McGee from West Point, who is, a really great talent. He blocks like a tackle, but he can also make plays out in space like an X receiver, make a lot of things happen. West Point has got a long tradition of winning, and, he's going to bring that in and kind of help develop that winning culture for us as well. So we're really excited about getting him. And then lastly, we have Mason Tucker from Union High School. He's a super tall, big kid that, brings a lot of versatility. He can play out wide. He's a kind of a tweener where, he can play some receiver when he needs to, but he's going to be that tight end type that can get in there and block and make some stuff happen as well. But he's got great ball skills, can make plays out on the edge, and he got some good speed for the position that we're going to use him in. So we're excited about all these guys, and, I'm excited to get a chance to, be here with y'all and, do this thing, go win some games. Thank you.
It feels like the deck is stacked against you before you even start your business. What's the difference between someone who fails and someone who succeeds? To succeed, you need an edge. You might invent technology that nobody else can imagine. Maybe you make the perfect product with the perfect fit. But what every successful business has is a bank that is there for them. Instead of saying slow down, a bank that asks, what's next? Renaissance Bank, understanding you.
I want to thank all the coaches, and again, guys, one of the things we went into this recruiting class, I wanted to get bigger, stronger, and faster. And we checked off all the boxes, so we're looking forward to getting these guys here this summer. The off season starts Monday, so we'll regroup the rest of the week and we'll start off season. One of the things I do want to invite everybody here is to the spring game, and it'll be April the 24th. We invite y'all to see the guys that we have on campus now, so look forward to seeing y'all at the spring game. And again, Roll Tribes, and thank you for coming.